What's up guys, Shouri here, and today I'm going to tell you what I think the best loadouts for rushing are, and I think that it is going to fall into two categories. We have the Ranger and Bear Trap. We'll start out with Bear Trap first, and then at the end I'll tell you the perks that I think you should be using, and also I'll explain the best backup weapons and why you should be using those. So the main reason you would want to use a Bear Trap over a Ranger would be if you're comfortable with close quarters and that is your focus. If you would like to be rushing more and not just have these close quarters things, then you might want to go for the Ranger. But this combo really does benefit from if you can get up close to him, you can do a ton of damage. Ranger is more if you want that medium range, a little bit longer, you can do more. So the first things first is this loadout with Jockey, Undying, and the support perks, which all give you armor for different things. It can really benefit you because you can just start doing absurd amounts of damage and then get your armor back after each kill, giving you the ability to make streaks a lot easier and just be able to survive a lot more stuff. And then you can end up getting close enough to him to hit him with the huge damage of the bear trap. And by using the scout to get around, you can always have that little element of surprise. You do want to get as close as possible to him for your bear trap, and you can always use the scout in the medium to long range. I like to also have Dragonfire on me for the medium range, but basically doing just enough damage to get them to die from your bear trap is always a good thing. And then if you can get him close enough and you're in close quarters, you can switch to that Dragonfire backup, and that way you will be able to hit them and get the damage protection of your Dragonfire. And right now you can see I have full health, full armor, and that is just huge. And then you can kill him with that Dragonfire, get that damage, the domination, the headshot gives you tons of points, and you're just able to sit here waiting for him to come, using the instant shot glitch to be able to shoot them, kill them, and then we do end up getting that unstoppable, and that is just huge for points, and it will help your KD as well. The one downside to the bear trap is you do need to be up close to hit them, but once you get in that close range, you do so much damage, it is ridiculous, and you can just start knifing and then instant shooting everyone, and you can just get so much damage out there that it really does help you. But the biggest thing with this combo is you need to get close enough so you can do that huge damage, and that is going to make the biggest difference in the world. So using the scout to end up getting there, using the scout to actually damage them until you're in range of actually shooting with the bear trap, then when you get there, immediately switching, hitting them for 3 to 4k, and doing just tons of damage. But then once you get into a nice close quarters area that they have to come to, you can then bring out that Dragonfire, giving you good damage at medium to long range, and it is going to protect you from damage up close, which is always good with the stim effect from Dragonfire. So you're going to be able to do tons of damage with that Dragonfire and then switch to it, and then be able to have the instant shock glitch, make your bear trap give you that ton of damage, and then you can always bring out the scout for the longer range stuff, and then to get there as fast as possible. And as you can see, we're getting 1 to 2 kills every time we come out doing this, and we're just getting a ton of damage on these people and able to get that triple. And then the fourth guy gets the no armor, and we do a lot there. But next up is going to be Ranger. This is my favorite combo, and something that I think is actually better than the bear trap for one reason, and that is at longer range you can do more damage, and unlike the bear trap, you don't get hurt as much by a Dragonfire stim effect because you're doing that damage from a longer range out, where bear trap has to be really close to have its damage hurt. So you can actually kill people who are using the Dragonfire effect on you a lot easier with the Ranger, and also if you're facing a bear trap, you counter them so hard using the Dragonfire Ranger, just because you do so much damage just like they do, but you can do it from further away, and actually with the stim effect from your Dragonfire, you make it where they don't do that much to you, and you are just able to end up getting all of their team really low and dead, just like the bear trap, but you don't have as many weaknesses. Plus, you can go ahead and kill these shotguns from so far away that you never actually get touched, and that is so huge. And like I said, go ahead, use that Dragonfire, because the one thing Bear Trap has over the Ranger is if you're both in really close quarters, that Bear Trap will shoot before you unless you're using the instant shot glitch. So if you're shooting them with that Dragonfire and then you switch to Ranger, you will shoot just as fast as them. But if you just have the Ranger out, you will not actually shoot as fast as them. So that is something important to know and to kind of think about. But having that huge damage protection allows you to end up going out there and doing a ton of damage and staying alive, which is the most important thing. And that ends up giving you a ton of points because you're going to get a lot of merciless and headshots off of using the Ranger. And that will help you get those points racked up. Then you're going to also be living a lot, which can help you get those streaks, not only helping your KD, but also helping your points because of the simple fact you're having those elimination streaks. And we do get those far away kills just like that, and it is huge. Sometimes it does miss, but that's more of a me problem than the Ranger itself. But we're going to come out, and that is one thing I've noticed a lot lately. Holy crap, grenades have been just disappearing when I throw them, and it's getting annoying. Like, they don't blow up, they don't hurt anyone. Not a fan of that. I'll probably make a YouTube short about that. I'm starting to get mad about it. But again, the reason that I love this combo so much is you can do so much with it. And then when you hit people with grenades, because of your perks, you actually get armor back. Then when you kill them, you get more armor back from your jockey. And it is just all around a good thing. Right there in that game, we had 20-something kills. And that is something that Ranger does great, especially with the Dragonfire, is be able to kill people and kill them often, get that armor back to keep you alive, and in a position to get more kills. Right here, this game was tied up. We finally were able to start killing them really good. We do end up killing them all, taking the lead, and winning the game, all because we were able to take over that hill, and this Ranger had a lot to do with it. Just the simple fact you can do so much damage from so far away with it, and it's pretty accurate, made it where we won that game 3 versus 4. And yes, we were able to come out here, shoot them. We missed the grenade. It doesn't matter because we are going to end up hitting them with the Ranger. And right here, we do take advantage of the fact that you're going to get your armor back by healing. You're also going to get armor back from hitting them with grenades. And you're going to end up getting armor back from killing them with Jockey. And that is so great. They're all abusing rockets, but it's okay. We got rockets too. And I'm getting good with the rockets, guys, all in the hope that we can make a Rochi just go away forever. I'll hopefully have that done sometime soon, and I'll be able to just make fun of some Orochi people, show you the people that I'm really talking about, not just people who are using Orochi, but the people who are hurting their team as well as yours. But what we're doing here is we're taking advantage of the great damage of that Dragonfire and then shooting with the long range of the Ranger, and that is what makes this so great, is you can kill these people from so far away, keep your life, and you end up winning these games because of it, because they're not able to kill you before you're able to kill them. And that's why I think Ranger is the best. But I also want to say that if you are able to get up close to people, like in this situation, you'd be better off with that bear trap. But if you can do the further away stuff like I like to do, then you're actually better off with the Ranger. Right here, we do end up getting flashed, and because of that, it's actually a lot slower when you have your scout scoped, and that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But this is one of the great things about this combo. Look, I am down to 600 health. That is not a good thing. We do hit our Undying. It bursts, gives us some more armor back. We still only have 600 health, but because we're getting these kills, we are getting our armor all the way up. We're healing, we're living, and we are able to kill multiple people off of this 600 health. And not only that, we are thriving, getting elimination streaks, and we just keep going for it. Then we're going to go out with no health and then kill even more, and then we end up killing that last guy because of the huge amount of damage. And we're now going to talk about Dragonfire, which I think no matter what rush combo you're using, you should be using Dragonfire. I've always preached about how great it is to protect you from damage of things like Bear Trap, but what I don't always say is how good it is on its own. Look how much damage this is doing. It doesn't need help from anything. It's good with aim on and off. And as you can see, I'm doing this on phone, which I usually do play on a tablet, but my iPad's broken, so I had to record all these things on phone, and I'm doing it fine because Dragonfire is just so good. It's so accurate, And if you can hit those headshots, it can do absurd amounts of damage, not only protecting you, but hurting them in the process. And it just is something that I think is a super underrated AR. And then, of course, you can rocket people too. That's something that I like to do sometimes. But we're going to go ahead and get that fast kill right there with the Dragonfire. And then we're going to end up killing them all and using that Dragonfire to the best of its abilities. And I honestly think that using Dragonfire, even as a main weapon, can be justified, especially with as many of the bear trap people that are out there now. And it just helps you take a lot less damage from them. You do so much damage until you can get into shotgun range. So I think that no matter what shotgun you like to use, you should be definitely using this Dragonfire. And there's not much more I can say about Dragonfire. I'm just going to show you a little bit more just so you can understand just how good this AR is and how much it really can do because of how fast it shoots, how much it protects you, and it's just honestly an all-around great option for anyone who wants to rush because you can just do so much damage before you end up actually getting to the target, and you can just start doing some crazy stuff. It has 50 bullets, which is a ton. I know I ran out of ammo there, but I also killed a ton of people. And then if we knew how to throw throwing knives, we would actually kill that guy too. So now we're going to go to the perks and loadouts. And the loadouts are going to be the same for everything except for the ranger and the bear trap. So you're going to want a scout, a dragonfire, any machine gun, undying. I like to use shell chest and then jockey pants. The chest and any machine gun are fine. Just make sure you have all the other stuff. It really helps to have a good knife and pistol, but it's whichever knife and pistol you want. There's no real way to do it. Anything works. And while I do say these two shotguns are the best, you can really do the same thing with any shotgun if you don't have them or if you don't like them. So this does work and benefits all shotguns. So these perks are important. Tank, which will give you 14% armor at my level. It really helps to have that extra armor because it makes jockey give you more points, and you can really just live more, especially in the era of a one-shot Kuda. Next up is Marauder. Armor restores by 5% per enemy hit with offensive consumables. This does not need to kill them, it just needs to hit them, which can really help you if you're going to use your green grenades or flashbangs. You can actually hit multiple people and then end up getting your armor back, or if you're going to join me in rocketing the Orochi bots, you can get some of your armor back every time you rocket them. And up next is Fortify. Eliminations with offensive consumables reduce incoming shot damage by 14% for 5 seconds. I think this is great, and it can help you a lot when you use things like throwing knives, which I think are the best consumable when you're rushing. Or if you just kill them with any consumable, it doesn't really matter. It will give you that stem effect, which can help you go on to that next guy. So now, last but not least, is Patchwork. Defensive consumables will restore 10% more armor, and this is great because this doesn't just count for armor kits. This is all consumables. So whenever you're using a health pill, you'll instantly get over 300 of your armor back every single time. This really adds up over time, especially for people like me who use a lot of health pills. And if you have a lot of health pills they're not using, I suggest you do it. And the reason that this is so important is that extra armor that you get back will actually activate the protections that you have on your chest armor, because that chest armor does not work unless you actively have armor. So using this, even with health pills, will end up giving that armor back and ensure that you are protected from like throwing knife damage with Crusader, or grenade damage with shell, or poison damage with other things. You know what I'm saying. So this can help you so much, and it will help you out a lot in the long run. I think this is a very underrated and very important perk. Alright guys, I hope this has helped you, and I hope you have a great day.